so that we can show the team how to do it.
Recording now.
Thank you. Okay. Hi guys. Welcome to our sip and sample, our fun party. We're just keeping it totally low key, very chill tonight. There's no like crazy presentation or anything. In fact, I'm only going to be up here for all of 10 minutes. And then we're going to taste some yummy stuff and answer some questions. And, you know, those who want to sign up will get to sign up, and we'll just see where the night takes us. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about me, if that's okay. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about Isagenix, and then we'll get to the sampling. And then if time permits, we'll talk about our Eat for Free Club, which is pretty exciting. So let's talk for a minute, if it's okay with you guys, about how we all got here tonight. I'm not talking about how Jamie invited you or how I invited you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about way back. In fact, we're going to go back to 2002 to a crazy little town in the mountains of Phoenix, Arizona. Actually, I don't know if it was Phoenix, but it's the mountains of Arizona somewhere. With all the creepy crawlies, the rattlesnakes, you name it. To where a man named John gets bit by a brown recluse spider. Now, if you know anything about brown recluses, you know that they are one of the most dangerous spiders known to man. They are so poisonous that they have been known to kill people if you don't get treated. So let's fast forward 45 days. He has been in the hospital for 45 days. His organs are shutting down. He is blind in his left eye. The man is literally dying. The doctors come into his room and they say, John, I'm so sorry, but we've got to amputate your foot. And that's all we can do for you. That's the only way we're going to be able to keep you alive. He's been on all of these antibiotics and things like that, and this is the only thing they could do to keep him alive. They talk for a minute, they leave, and he thinks to himself, heck no are they taking my foot. That is not happening. Rips out his IV, somehow hobbles off his like gurney or whatever. He must have been making, I don't know, a ton of noise or something trying to get over to his wheelchair, because in runs the medical staff. And they're like, busted, what in the world are you doing? And he's like, I am not letting you take my foot. That is not happening. And they're going, well, you can't exactly leave the hospital. You are dying. And this is the only way we can save your life. So he says, listen, I've been in the health and wellness industry for 30-something years. If you guys can't figure it out, give me a few days and I will figure it out. And I'm like, fine. So he does some research, calls some colleagues of his, ends up talking with an old friend who's a doctor in India. Comes to learn about this slime-like stuff that oozes out of the fissures of the mountains of Nepal. Okay, some weird black substance that's like when the mountains squeeze, it kind of comes out. The Nepalis for thousands of years have been collecting this stuff and using it as a detoxifying agent. So this doctor in India has been collecting it and purifying it and creating some sort of detox cleanse. They call it the elixir of life sort of stuff. Come to find out that this stuff is pretty powerful. And he thinks to himself, okay, I have been in this industry for 30 years. I've been known to take botanicals and plants and figure out how to extract all the goodness out of them to create supplements and things to improve people's health. This stuff sounds pretty darn amazing to me, and I need something to detox myself. Hey, Will, take a seat. I need something to detox me because that is exactly what's in my body. All these toxins are killing me. They're poisoning me. So he thinks, okay, he talks to the guy and he says, we are going to Nepal. And the doctor looks him up and down and says, no, you're not. Look at you. You're literally on your deathbed. You're not going anywhere. He says, no, I'm going. We're going to Nepal. So he packs up his doctor, packs up his wife, packs up one of his buddies, and they head to Nepal. And he ends up getting sick. His wife ends up getting sick. Long story short, they get this stuff, they purify it, and he's alive and happy. So he's telling this story to a man named Jim, and Jim says to him, wow, like this is crazy. I can't believe that you ended up saving your own life from this stuff mixed with a few other things. It's amazing. So tell me, in your 30 plus years in the health and wellness industry, where you have formulated over 2,000 different supplements and formulas for the top health companies in the world. He's in 27 different countries, things like that. The guy is extremely well known in the industry as being the mineral man, is what they call him. And he's just very renowned. He says, now in all of your years of being in this industry, have you come across any one magical thing, one silver bullet, if you will, just like one element or one mineral, one vitamin that's like the cure-all? And he thinks for a second, he's like, no, there isn't one thing. There's a system of things, but there isn't just one thing. And so Jim says, all right, so tell me, what is the system look like? Is that something that you could create? John thinks for a second. Yes, in fact, I've already made it. It's the thing that saved my own life. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the birth of Isagenix. This crazy little elixir thing that he created out of desperation from a spider bite. But, you know what? The story doesn't stop there. Fast forward with me 15 years to this very house, to my bedroom and my closet, where you will find me crumpled on the floor, staring at myself in the mirror and thinking, who is that woman? I don't recognize me. I'm thinking, who ate me? That's not me. That is not who I see. Not just because physically I'm literally over 100 pounds heavier than I've ever been in my life, but because emotionally and spiritually I am so defeated, so depressed, just so downhearted that I am the most miserable I've ever been in my entire life. I'm yelling at my kids way too often. My husband and I are fighting all the time, to get a little personal. And it's just bad. Bad news. Luckily, my sister, who is that beautiful woman on the screen, you see her right there, had been bugging me for, I don't know, 2 years to try something called nutritional cleansing. And I was like, get away from me with that stuff. I don't do network marketing. I don't cleanse. I do not want to sit on the toilet forever. But I was desperate. She had posted hundreds by now of transformation pictures and videos of people. And I thought, you know what the hey? I have tried everything else under the sun. I've tried Weight Watchers. I probably shouldn't name everything I've said because it's respect for those companies, but I've tried so many different things, and I was desperate. And my husband was the one who said, you know what, Bonnie, you really should try this. So I did. A few days later, I felt amazing. A month later, I looked different. But you know what? My story doesn't stop there. It continues with Brianna over here, who has an incredible story. It continues with Jamie. It continues with hundreds of other people that we've talked to since. And you know what? It doesn't have to stop there either. It could continue. It could continue with you, or with anyone else that happens to hear this presentation tonight. So I want everybody to visualize for a minute. Just close your eyes and see yourself in a month. Where do you want to be in a month? Where do you want to be in 6 months? How do you feel? Do you have energy? Do you have confidence? Do you feel strong? Where are you in a year? How's your relationships? With your spouse? With your children? What about with your coworkers? What are your big goals? Open your eyes. Who saw themselves in a better place? Good, because that's natural, right? We all want better things for ourselves, but sometimes we don't know where to find it. Well, tonight is about maybe this being that better place for you. Maybe. It's not for everybody. You know, there are some people where it doesn't work. But for the most part, just about everybody I've introduced it to, I can honestly tell you, has said it has changed their lives for the better. They are so grateful that me or one of our other friends had the guts to invite them to a silly little party like this. And it takes kind of a lot for somebody to extend that invitation, because it's something that's so precious to you. It's something that is so amazing, and you just feel like you want to shout it from the rooftops, but because it means so much to you, you're kind of scared to. Does that make sense? Like, you know, when something's just so sacred and so like good for you that you just kind of feel like, but what if people poo-poo it? You know, it's been so good for me, but what if someone knocks it? It's hard to invite somebody here. So good on you guys for doing that. So I'm going to play a quick little video that will explain why everybody who uses this product is in love with it, okay? So it's not just because of the emotional and the physical, but it's going to go over Isagenix as a whole and what our products offer, and then that's the presentation. We're going to go sample, and we're going to talk a little bit about what the basic package costs and what's in the basic package, and enjoy some stuff and chit chat and whatever. But this last 5 minutes right here is the whole rest of the presentation. Does that sound good? Okay. I know, short and sweet, right? Nobody likes somebody to draw on and on and on and on. Okay, so how, Emily, I need to share my screen.
Can you see the option there at the bottom?
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to go to desktop. Okay, so just so you can see this, in fact, I forgot to show you this. That's me when my husband and I got married. I was about 100 pounds, a size X small, like extra small, size 0 or size 2. That's me when I had my son 7 months ago. I was an 16, 18 is probably being really generous, truthfully. I was probably closer to like a 20. Over 205, I really don't know what I was. I refused to get on the scale. And then I am now today 160, a size 8-9 pant, and a size medium shirt. So in just a few months, I've drastically changed my physical, but also my emotional well-being. So let's get to our video, which this is one of my favorites. I love it because it's short and to the point.
Many people all over the world are struggling with their health. They don't feel as good as they want to, and the result is stress, fatigue, and a general feeling of dissatisfaction. Most traditional diets do not work, and it's tempting to just give up and accept a life that is less than what we deserve. At Isagenix, we believe that you do deserve to feel and look your best, to wake up every day and be in control of your life. Our system is designed to empower you to improve your quality of life by helping you achieve and maintain your ideal weight, provide you with more energy, increased performance, and support for your body to better handle the effects of stress. The Isagenix program has been successfully used by hundreds of thousands of people worldwide to achieve amazing results. Many customers start seeing positive effects not in weeks or months, but in days. Our easy-to-use program helps you lose weight the right way, targeting fat while retaining vital lean muscle. Too often, we take nutrition and health for granted, even though both can impact our current and future happiness and well-being. The truth is, our bodies are under assault. Today, 42% of adults worldwide are overweight. More than 70% of adults aged 20 and over in North America are considered overweight. Excess weight isn't just a cosmetic issue. It's causing a world health crisis. Being overweight is a major risk factor for many non-communicable diseases. Toxins are all around us, in the air we breathe, the water we drink. What's in our food and where it comes from is important. Our foods have become stripped of their nutrients because of over-farming, over-processing. For the sake of convenience, many foods that are available to us are high in calories, but very low in nutrition. Often, we consume empty calories. Stress is everywhere, and it's robbing you of your health and vitality. Nearly half of adults report lying awake at night because of stress. So it's true then, people need help. Why is Isagenix a solution? It's simple and easy to follow. It's convenient, satisfies cravings, tastes amazing, and can save you money. Combining no compromise quality ingredients with maximum nutrition and reduced calorie intake. Isagenix has created nutrition solutions for a variety of lifestyle goals. Scientific studies have shown that the Isagenix system helps to support your body's ability to rid itself of harmful toxins and feed your body what it needs to function at its best. Scientific researchers at New York State's renowned Skidmore College conducted a 62-week study investigating how the Isagenix weight loss system affects weight loss and markers of health, including detoxification and metabolism.
When we compared the Isagenix weight loss solution with the protein pacing, caloric restriction, intermittent fasting regimen with the heart healthy diet plan, there was a greater ability to sustain that weight loss with the Isagenix weight loss solution. And that was really meaningful and a powerful take-home message in terms of advancing our understanding and knowledge of healthy weight loss.
So here's how simple the Isagenix system is. The easy-to-follow program involves enjoying high-quality protein and nutrient-dense meal replacements, while also completing weekly or monthly cleanse days based on the concept of intermittent fasting. Isolated shakes are the perfect food, providing the right balance of nutrients and high-quality protein to keep you full. These delicious, nutritious meals are clinically shown to aid weight loss while supporting retention of lean muscle mass. Cleanse for Life isn't like other cleanse products. It isn't a laxative or diuretic, but a botanical-rich formula that supports your body's ability to rid itself of toxins while providing nutrients to the body. Isagenix offers targeted supplements that support your athletic performance and help combat the negative effects of stress and aging. The Isagenix system is not a diet, but a lifestyle. One that will help you achieve your weight loss goals and support your efforts to maintain a healthy weight.
It's exactly what I was looking for. It's something convenient, nutritious, still whole food ingredients, but convenient enough for me as a new mom that I can have it in 30 seconds. So I ordered my system, and 3 days later, I literally felt like somebody reached inside my body and turned on a light switch.
Nutrition doesn't have to be hard. Make it easy. Make it better. Make Isagenix your partner in nutrition and healthy living. By connecting with the person who shared this video with you today, you can join the Isagenix community. The foundation of our success is based on creating a community that motivates, inspires, and cares about you achieving and exceeding your goals. Our commitment to your success will provide the support you need to see immediate and long-lasting results.
So
Dissatisfaction.
I love that video because it, how do I get back to Zoom? Oh, stop share. There we go. So I love that video because because you guys would know who all these people were, but they are legit people. No one on that commercial was an actor. They're all users. The woman who you saw a lot in there, the beginning one, the Angelique Nori, she was actually a fitness model, right, Emily?
Yeah.
And pretty well-known fitness model.
Yeah.
So she wasn't doing this system for weight loss, right? She's just doing it just to feel better. So that's the thing I love about Isagenix is it's so many different people can use it for different reasons. People who just want to feel better, for boosting immunity, people who need to gain lean muscle, people who are crazy athletes that just need performance boosters and stuff like that. Or then there's people like me who are doing it for weight loss and having awesome results. So that's one of the things I love about Isagenix. So I think that does a pretty good job of explaining the system, but we're going to go show you the products and how much everything costs, and we're going to try it. So I'm going to bring the computer over. Can you still see us? Okay. Over here, so you guys can come over to the kitchen and everybody can see set up over here.
Perfect.
Okay. So for those of you who are on Zoom, this is the kitchen. We've got some of our products here. Now some of these are, we've got some snacks and some meal replacement bars, some of our performance line, some of our other things. This right here are these little macaroon things, those macaroons and then I made.
Oh, yes.
Tessa inspired. So just something like a little treat that you can make from. And then, but none of this is like in the basic package for the most part. That's just like add-on stuff that you can get. This, on the other hand, right here, you can see that is the basic package. The only thing that we're missing right here, oops, there you go. Okay, so the only thing that this is missing is 2 of the Cleanse for Life. So I apparently threw away the second. So with the Cleanse for Life, you can do either in, oh, perfect. I usually buy this in like liquid form, but you can get it in powder form as well. Same with the Ionics. So this is our basic system. It comes with 4 shake canisters. So this is about 62 meals. So about 2 meals a day is the typical program. And then it comes with 2 canisters or 2 bottles of the Cleanse for Life. And this is that cleanse product that you saw her drinking. That's for the intermittent fasting day. And then the Ionic Supreme is the botanical juice that, I will be honest with you, I don't like the way this tastes at all. Even after being on this product for as long as I have, it's not my favorite. But this is the most amazing product. It's my favorite. And I love it because it takes my stress level and my crazy from here to like here. My kids can be screaming bloody murder. I have a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 7-month-old. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of chaos in the house, and this just helps keep me at a level. Amen, right? So, and then it comes with the Isis snacks, which we have some over there to sample, which you use on cleanse day. And then it comes with our accelerator, which is a metabolism booster. It's got like cayenne pepper and apple cider vinegar and some other things in there. For those of you who are apple cider vinegar fans but don't like the taste, can I get an amen? That stuff tastes horrible, which is why I love this. And there's some other good stuff in there too. So, and then it comes with the flush, which is, it's got bentonite clay, which is like crazy, and magnesium, some other stuff. And this is our digestive stuff that helps you kind of get things moving. It doesn't make you go to the bathroom like crazy. It just keeps you regular. And I have some customers who actually just order this. Isn't that interesting? They like are obsessed with this and they don't buy anything else. I have some customers that are obsessed with this and don't buy anything else. So, you know, everyone's different. And then it comes, your first thing comes with this. So we are going to do some blending of some shakes to let you guys try the shakes. And while we're blending, I'll explain kind of a little bit about the shakes, and then you've got some samples over here of all the other treats. So just a little bit word about this while I'm blending. Will you help me blend? So there's the stuff for it. Whoa. We're going to do, okay, what's, Ryan, do you want to pick? What flavor? We've got strawberry. This is the cookies and cream. What?
You have to shake the cookies and cream, can't blend it.
I blend it. I love it.
You have the cookies.
I know, but it tastes so good. It's like a shake. It really reminds me of like a blizzard.
Yeah, but it's like a
It's only better for you. That's true. You're right. And now I'm sure if you shook it, it probably would give you that cookie
I blended
bits.
it one time.
What is she saying? You lose the cookies?
Yeah, that's what Brianna.
Add cacao nibs. Add a tablespoon of cacao nibs, and it totally preserves that whole cookie's texture, and it actually enhances it. And the cacao nibs are a superfood.
Cacao nibs. Where do you buy that? I've looked in the grocery store and I can't find it.
So, like a healthy food, go to Amazon and look
Amazon?
on Amazon. Yeah, you can get a really good deal on them.
Okay. And then I've got the natural creamy vanilla. It also has, there's chocolate and French vanilla, and there's some dairy-free options that are really good. And then this peach mango and peach mango. Okay. Yeah. Have you had this flavor yet?
About right.
I've never tried these.
Okay.
My new favorite is 1 scoop peach mango, one scoop.
Oh, I know. It's so good.
I like
One peach mango, one strawberry.
Vanilla. This is vanilla.
Oh, that's a good idea. I've never tried that.
Preserves it a little longer.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Another thing I love.
That's
Have you
what I do
guys
with the
tried the vanilla with a little bit of the orange hydrate? It's like a creamsicle.
Yeah, I tried that.
It's so good. Okay, sorry, we get a little crazy. So, can you tell we love our shakes? Okay, so a little bit about while she's blending and so how easy it is. So it's 2. Each one of your meals is going to be 2 scoops. And most people like to blend it in the blender. You don't have to use the blender. You can use the shaker cup, you know, whichever one. You can add fruit if you want to add fruit. I oftentimes will add PB2 to my vanilla and make a peanut butter shake because I'm obsessed with peanut butter. And I'm getting hungry. Okay, so a little bit about this. It's got 23 grams of undenatured protein. So the difference about undenatured protein and why that's a big deal is because our whey actually comes from these happy, healthy cows in New Zealand. And in New Zealand, we'll just let her go for a second. Forget how loud that is.
My mom made us put ours in the garage. Step outside.
All right, there we go. 30 seconds and you're done. So New Zealand, and in New Zealand, it's actually against the law to have anything that's not like organic. So you can't use antibiotics, you can't use hormones, you can't,
Steroids.
yeah, no GMOs, like nothing like that. It's like, so it's all totally happy, free ranging. They milk the cows in season. Like there's no weird stuff going on with any of the cows. Everything in here is non-GMO. There's no soy. It's got tons of vitamins, tons of minerals, obviously, right? Because we have the mineral man, so you would expect that. It's got all the amino acids. So unlike a lot of protein shakes, this is actually digestible. You can actually absorb the protein. I don't know if you guys knew this, but this is something I just learned. That most protein is not absorbable by the body. Because when it gets heated up, that's what's so different about the undenatured. When it gets heated up, it loses the compounds that allows your body to absorb that protein. And protein, as we all know, is like the building blocks of the body. So it's extremely important for our health to have the right kind of ingredients. So anyway, it's got a ton of good stuff in it. All sorts of veggies and fruit and stuff like that. There's chia seed and flaxseed. And it's one of the things too, I am hypoglycemic. And so, or at least, I don't even know if I really can say that anymore. I used to be hypoglycemic, I should say.
Wow.
But I'm not really anymore because this has stabilized my blood sugar. It's the only thing I was able to try that an hour later I wasn't hungry. In fact, for me, I can quite often take it at 8 a.m. and I'm not hungry until like noon. It's crazy. And that before is nuts. Like, seriously, every other protein shake I've tried.
But we're not saying that it cured your hypoglycemia.
No, I'm not saying it cured my hyperglycemia. I'm just saying it's weird that after taking this, I can last longer and my blood sugar is level and I'm not like, you know that hangry that you get? That crazy hangry person? Like, that's how I used to be if my blood sugar dipped. And I would get dizzy and like shaky and all that stuff. So, okay, let's try the peach mango.
I don't know how many to pour.
No, you're good. Everybody can try it. So let's enjoy. Bottoms up. Yes.
Shots.
Yeah, shots, right? I know. Aren't these cute little shot glasses adorable? We got them at the dollar store. It does taste like a smoothie, doesn't it? Not too bad for a protein shake, right? No, it's good. Yeah, do you like it? Would you honestly say, I mean, be honest with me right now.
Drink that every day.
You would drink that every day? We got a winner! Chicken dinner.
A lot of times if people drink a lot of soda or have a lot of sugar, your first taste even I did this. I was like, made my first shake, and I was like, this is good. And my mom and I both looked at each other, and we're like, it's kind of missing something. And we're like, we just wish it had sugar in it. Okay, well, it's not going to have sugar.
It has a little bit of sugar. It has beet.
But by day 5, I was like explaining it to people like it tasted like melted ice cream because it was so sweet and good to me. So after a couple, like if you like it now, it's just gonna.
I can tell you the grocery reason why. Do you want to know the grocery reason why?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the grocery reason why. Your mouth has like 340,000 or something like that types of bacteria in it, and it thrives on sugar. If you're like super sugar soda type person, even if you don't have sugar, but you're like a carbs type of person, that's still refined sugar. So it craves that stuff and it needs it. That's why you want it all the time. What happens is when you cut that out of your body, that's why after like the first day, so I'm gonna tell you honestly, your first day of being on Isagenix, you're probably gonna hate me. Honest to goodness, right? Like, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, what did this girl do to me? Like, I am craving sugar. I am craving all my fast food. Like, a couple days in, you might be like, this isn't too bad. And then about day 5, you're like, okay, I don't really hate her anymore. I feel pretty good, actually. I slept amazing last night, probably better than I ever have. I'm not screaming at my kids. That's weird and totally new. There may be something to this. But a week later, you're going to look in the mirror and get on the scale like, where did I go? I'm melting. And about 3 weeks later, people are going to notice. People are going to look at you and go, dang, girl, what are you on? I want some of that stuff because you are this credible shrinking woman, and they're going to notice. And then inevitably people are asking, what are you doing? And inevitably you're going to say, I'm doing this crazy stuff called Isagenix. It's some weird shake that I take twice a day. And then I cleanse once a week. It's not a pooping cleanse though. Don't worry, guys. Like, you don't sit on the toilet all single day. You are going to pee a lot. I'm not going to pretend you don't do that. But you aren't going to have like crazy bowel movements or anything. And this is the only cleanse I was able to do that didn't like drop my blood sugar like crazy. And I actually feel good. And the next day, I feel amazing. Don't you feel amazing the next day? Like, so full of energy. And that's so weird, right? Because you just didn't eat, like, anything the whole day before. So how is it possible that you wake up in the morning and you're like, hey, I'm jumping out of bed and I have tons of energy. This is weird. So anyway, you're probably going to, Emily's laughing at me like crazy. You're probably going to turn into, like, Daniel Days of Bunny, like me. Before I was like, Jake, how much was I in bed?
What?
Oh, that sounds terrible. I didn't mean it like that. I love that this is recorded for everybody. I meant, how often was I in bed sick?
TMI.
I'm blushing. I feel like I'm blushing. I feel really hot. Oh my gosh.
You were always like, well, like it was a struggle that we always fight or stay going work late so you can sit there until like 9, and I was like, I gotta be here at 6. So
Right? Oh my gosh. I was always like, I caught like every cold, right? Every cold. I was always sick. It was crazy. I was miserable. But within a few weeks, things were great. So this one is dairy free. It's coconut, almond, and chocolate. This one is like a cookie, chocolate cream cookie. It reminds me of like cookie dough. This one is our fiber treat, which oh my gosh, like, guys, these are amazing. My kids love these. So instead of going through the drive-thru now, I'll put these in my bag because this is actually cheaper for them to eat than a Happy Meal. And they eat one of these and they think they're having candy. It's kind of hilarious to me because they're actually getting like really good nutrition and it fills them up and they think it's a candy bar. And I'm like, joke's on you. So go ahead, take them. Whatever yummy, delicious kind you want.
These are okay to take while breastfeeding?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything is totally safe for while you're pregnant and while you're breastfeeding. In fact, I did for a few months. The only thing you can't do while you're breastfeeding is do a full cleanse day. You have to do a gentle cleanse, which is every night. You would take like 2 ounces every day instead of once a week. So not too bad, right? One of the better protein bars. So here is our new protein bar. We've got the strawberry cream, which comes out in January, our cookies and cream, and our brownie, right? I think that's what it's called. Well, it's chocolate brownie flavor. I just call it the brownie. My kids call this the candy bars. So they'll always ask for the candy bars. So this one, go ahead. You can take like more than 1, 2. So, you know, come on, Ryan. I know you want more.
I don't really know if
That one's my favorite, strawberry. Here you go. You guys want some?
I wish. I would totally.
Okay, and then I don't know if you guys tried this in the beginning. These are our Isadelites. So our healthy chocolate. Who doesn't love chocolate? Do you guys like chocolate? Are you a chocolate girl? Okay. Are you a milk chocolate or a dark chocolate?
All kinds of chocolate.
I don't discriminate. Whatever is there is great. Okay, so this is my husband's favorite, the milk chocolate with sea salt and caramel. My favorite is just the regular dark chocolate or the dark chocolate mint.
Mint's my favorite.
That one's really good. Have you melted it yet?
Ooh, no.
And like put it in your shakes or made it into a hot chocolate?
It's so good like that. That's my favorite.
Okay, sorry. These are just amazing. So they're about 60 calories each bar, but what's crazy is it's got amino acids in there, so it's a hunger curbing chocolate. So it actually helps, like, you know, satisfy your cravings. So I like to keep these in like my purse and stuff, and so you can see the plate. So after dinner, like when we go out to eat or something like that, that would be my dessert. And I'll just kind of savor it and suck on it and just enjoy it because I love it. We've got over here some like the snacks, the ISA snacks that you can try. We call these the Scooby snacks. What everybody calls them is the Scooby snacks. They're these little wafer things. I'm not gonna lie, these are not like something that you're probably gonna want to eat all the time, but it's really great on cleanse day. I actually really like them. I'm kind of weird. I have these by my bed, and if I'm like needing a nighttime snack or something like that, this is what I pop because I think they taste pretty good. I've gotten used to the texture. They've got a funky texture. They're a little bit chalky. I'm not going to pretend they're not. Let's just own it, right? But it's a good flavor. So go ahead, try it. We got chocolate, and they also come in vanilla. Vanilla is my favorite. She's like, I'm good. Okay, and then right here I got some whey thins. These are my husband's favorite thing ever. This is the potato chip lover's favorite thing. We've got barbecue, sour cream, and onion and chive, and then there's also a white cheddar kind, which I don't have anymore. My kids have eaten all. I think my favorite, I don't know, I can't, like, I don't know. I don't think I can decide between the sour cream and chive and barbecue. Which one's your favorite, Emily?
I like white cheddar because I love white cheddar popcorn. So I love having white cheddar.
So these are whey chips. So it's whey protein made into like a little chip. They're so good. Hasn't bought some of those? He has. Oh, he's gonna have to try to do work. One of these or something. The barbecue one, probably. I don't remember what flavor he liked.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, right? It tastes like a chip. It's kind of crazy. It's actually pretty good. So let's think for a second. Let's just take a pause. How many diet foods taste as good as this? Yeah, me neither. I'm with you, Ryan. I haven't found one that tastes as good as this. This stuff is so good. It's so good for you. Everything in here is just jam-packed with everything that your body needs. Our bodies are amazing. Our creator knew what he was doing, right? When you put the right nutrition in your body knows what to do with it. It knows what you need. Whether that's to help whatever it is that's going on with you, I can't say that we prevent, cure, or treat anything. But I will tell you honestly, I have a lot of friends who have a lot of issues, and Isagenix has helped. It's kind of crazy. Me, myself included, with all my little crazy things. And then these are my newfound love. Who loves Slim Cakes? Have you had these, Em? I love these. So I'm a cookie fanatic, okay? Like I love my sweets. I kind of am obsessed with cookies. And so is my husband. I really like oatmeal. And so when I discovered these, I was like, this is the best thing ever. I don't have to cook. I can have like a nice, balanced, good for me cookie. This is incredible. So go ahead and try one of those. Ooh, jeez. We got a happy little kids over here. Can you hear the babies screaming in the background?
Yeah.
Not too bad for a good, healthy cookie. I mean, it's not like a chocolate chip cookie from McDonald's, but it's just about as close. It's oatmeal, and it's got yummy cranberries in it. It's 2 grams of protein. It's got 5 grams of fiber. So now, fiber, as we all probably know, fiber helps keep you fuller longer. So it's really good for you. And it's only 100 calories, which is awesome. And only 4 grams of sugar. And it's just got some really good stuff in here that's really good for you. That's pretty awesome. That's one of the things I love about Isagenix. It just jam packs all of your healthy stuff into one little easy to consume package. And for a busy mom, right? I mean, you can relate to this, right? You're trying to eat healthy. So you're making 1 meal for your kids and 1 meal for you, right?
Oh, it's like it's hard to even do that.
Yes, it's super hard to do that, right? You have to. Exactly. So that would be the ideal, right? It's 1 meal for me and 1 meal for them. Yeah, that doesn't happen because who has time for that? No one. But now I have time to make myself an easy meal because it took all of 30 seconds to blend me a shake, and I'm happy, and I'm, I can eat this while I'm cooking all my other kids' foods, right? So this is 2 meals a day, and then you've got your 4 cleanse days. So you've got about 72 meals. So it boils out to be about, I think it's 3 with all of your supplements. So it's about $275 a meal plus your supplements. So it turns out to be about $380, if I remember right.
343.
343, 350. All right, somewhere around 350, we'll just say.
Yeah.
350-ish. And for a meal. And that's including your supplements and stuff like that. So that's actually a pretty cheap meal, and it replaces your meal. So it's not this on top of your food budget. This is instead of some of your food budget. I mean, obviously, you're still going to have to make yourself dinner and a couple of snacks during the day. And ideally, those would be pretty healthy, well-balanced meals. Low glycemic, high protein, high fiber type of a meal. So pretty simple, pretty affordable. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So there's I love that because for me, I was on a really tight budget when we started this. We had just bought a rental property, and anyway, things were a little crazy. My kid had been in NICU for 3 weeks, so in fact, we just got the bill for that. Oh my heck, it's crazy how much money we owe the hospital. But anyway, so we were on a really tight budget, and I thought, I don't know if I can afford this. This is kind of pricey. But then my sister said, Bon, it's really only $3 a meal. How much do you think you're spending already? And I thought, well, I probably eat out way more than I should. So we looked at our food budget, and turns out I was spending too much money. I shouldn't admit how much we were spending on food and eating out and stuff. But it turned out for me, this actually saved me money. And do you remember when I said 3-4 weeks into using Isagenix, people are going to start to notice? People are going to start to say to you, dang girl, what are you doing? I want some of that. People notice, right? I mean, people are definitely noticing you. I mean, your show is incredible. I can't wait for her to share. But people notice, and they say, what are you doing? And you say, I'm using this crazy stuff called Isagenix. My cousin introduced me to it, and they say, well, I kind of want to know what that's about. So you send them a video. They watch it, and they say, oh, that sounds really cool. I want some of that because it's obviously working. They sign up, and you get a $25 check or $25 coupon for more food. So what ends up happening is we get to eat for free. So we call it our Eat for Free Club. Who refers their friends to their hairdressers? Or to a really good movie? Have you done that before? Have you told everybody that like a movie was really good or really bad? Yeah, everybody, right? It's totally normal to refer people, and it's not weird at all, especially when you love something. So why doesn't everybody have a referral program? Why doesn't my grocery store give me free food when I go, hey guys, go shop at Smith's because they're really nice? Rude, right? They should have a referral program, shouldn't they? Well, Isagenix is at least really nice. They're our grocery store. They're our healthy grocery store. And they do have a referral program. And it's super easy. All you have to do is send somebody a video, and they love it. And they're like, cool, I'm going to order. And then you get a coupon. I don't think it could possibly be any easier than that, right? Right? And who else is going to do that?
I'm much happier now that I'm in the Eat for Free Club.
Oh, me too. Praise Allah. I just went sacrilegious there. Just I just get kind of crazy. And I forget that I'm on camera. I say weird things. So, okay. Who's got questions?
With the vitamins that I'm already taking, like the prenatals, and then there's a brewer's yeast that's supposed to help with my milk. Can I still take those while taking shit?
Yes, ma'am. This is all food. This is all food. It's all natural. There's no chemicals or anything like that. Occasionally, your doctor will tell you, like, if you have some weird medicine or something like that, there may be side effects, but very rarely does that ever happen. Both, actually, Brianna didn't, but I nursed, and I was taking something like that for a milk supply. I will tell you, I didn't have to do it after being on here. It actually helped me with my milk supply. So I can't say that for everybody. You do the system a little bit differently. You don't limit your calories and stuff. So you just have to be a little bit more careful than what like I'm doing now. But yeah, you're totally safe. There's nothing in here that's bad for the baby. If anything, it's really good for the baby. I hate to admit it, but I noticed my baby got sadder when I stopped nursing. And so, I know, right? So I don't mean that in like I'll have to explain that later when I'm not on camera, what I mean by sadder. So anyway, I don't mean sadder. Anyway, we're not going to. So, any other questions? So Kelly here, her husband uses it, and he's been on it now, what, 3 months? Two? And what's his thing been like? Can I put you on camera? Okay, never mind.
Just about to turn.
We're not putting her on
We'll
camera.
just stand by her so you can hear her.
How's Derek liking it?
He likes it. He can do just about anything. I don't know that I could give up food, like food.
It's hard.
He can do it pretty easily, and so he's been able to stick to it. He doesn't mind the cleanse days at all. He can do those actually when he travels, which I think would be really hard to do when you're traveling,
so
but
much easier.
he prefers almost to do them on travel days. Yeah, so it works for him.
Jamie, that whole food comment kind of made me laugh because that was so you.
This?
Yeah,
Giving up food?
Giving up food.
Yeah. I'm a foodie.
Jamie is a foodie. Can you be on camera?
Please. This is my beautiful friend, Jamie. Yeah, so Kel doesn't have to be on camera. So talk about the food comment.
I thought it would be super hard to give up food as well. Long story short, I was just kind of doing dieting stuff on my own. I lived out of state. I came to Utah. I gained like 10 pounds when I came to Utah for a month, so I could hit every restaurant that I had missed. So it tells me what kind of foodie I was. And now I'm living back here, and I want to eat everything. But I love it because you eat 2 shakes a day and then you get 1 meal a day. You can have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You choose. You can change it every day. You can still go out to eat. You don't have to like look at the menu and see like what's gluten-free or what's high in this and low in this. I mean, yes, the healthier, the better for your 1 meal that you're going to eat.
But you're not going to screw up your
But
diet if you
can't
don't.
really mess up.
Yeah.
And then you get to eat also 2 snacks a day. And there's some times where I'm so full from this and I'm like, ooh, tomorrow I'm going to have this for my snack. And then I'm never hungry for a snack. And so I've had way less cravings than I thought I would. I think there's been 1 day in almost 2 months, about 6 weeks, that I haven't had 2 shakes a day, that I just had 1 because I just misplanned. But besides that, I haven't even cared to skip a meal or
And you've
anything.
lost 13 pounds?
Yep. I'm 13 pounds. Feel great. I've been working out. I don't work out. I hated working out. And now I run. I've been running. I've never ran in my life. So my energy is crazy. I don't want to kill my kids. I love it. I tell everybody.
I think that is like, how many moms like do we know in Isagenix that say that all the time? I don't want to kill my kids. I think that is probably like the #1 thing that moms say when they start the program is I don't want to kill my children, which is terrible. We all love our kids, right? We would never, ever, ever think that about our children. No. The other thing about the food comment, because I'm the same way, you know me, I love to cook, right? I mean, this is like a huge passion for me. I wanted to go to chef school. Like, I love to cook. So for me, I've actually found ways to incorporate the Isagenix into my food so that I can still cook and eat when I'm kind of tired of drinking. I've been doing this 6.5 months, so I'm kind of at that point where it's like, I love the shakes, they're delicious, but every now and then I want something to eat. So I found healthy ways to incorporate the food so that I can still eat my healthy nutrition and still lose weight. And I'm still losing great weight doing that. So I think that's one thing I love about it is it's not restrictive like that. Whereas other diets I've been on, you couldn't detour at all. Like you couldn't detour from the plan. Whereas with Isagenix, you have a little bit of grace. Granted, you may not see the most amazing stellar results if you detour from the plan a little bit, but you can because it's very is what I found.
I would say that I do this because I love food, because I love it so much. This is real food. It's come to a point where it's just what I want, and
yes, your body craves it.
Yeah, it does, and it gets to the point where I'm like, I want my meal to be so amazing that I don't skimp on anything. I make sure that my meal is amazing. So I do it because I love food.
And it's good. It's delicious.
That's a good point.
I love the strawberry. I do, and I drink it all the time. It's the thing that goes the fastest in my auto ship because I love it so much. So what other questions do we have? And then we should probably wrap up the Zoom.
So for the shake powder things, you can add it into other foods without even...
On Sunday, I made crepes with the vanilla powder, and it was just eggs and the powder.
Yeah.
And I made it into crepes, and then I used the chocolate and some almond milk to make kind of like a chocolatey frosting to go inside, and then I put strawberries on it, and my kids devoured it. And it was so yummy.
You can see my daughter is in love with it.
Yes. My kids ask for a shake at least once a day.
They love it. I make them pancakes, waffles, cookies. I make these mug brownies with it. Like there's just a ton of different recipes that you can do with the protein powder, not to mention all the other stuff too, that it's really versatile in that way. And for me, one thing that was kind of interesting is I noticed, so I went from being super sick all the time, right? Kelly will tell you, I was on bed rest for almost 9 months. With toxemia, and I would catch every single cold. I just was like, almost like a hypochondriac. Like, really, this girl is sick again? I mean, my in-laws really thought I was lying every time my husband would say, Bonnie's sick, or she's got a migraine. Because it happened all the time. They thought I was just making up excuses. I've gone from being that girl to the healthiest one in the family. And so because of that, I now make sure that my kids get their isoline
or Isopro every single day in one way or another, whether it's a cookie or it's a shake or a pancake or whatever. I make sure they get it because I want them to be as healthy as I am and feel as good. And I will tell you, I've noticed a big difference in their behavior and in their, this one likes it more than the other one, and she's healthier than the other one. I don't know, you know, we can't say that that it treats or whatever, but this is just what I've noticed is that they're healthier using it. It's weird. I mean, you know?
I wonder if it helps with diabetics. With their sugar.
And how do I get to answer this question?
You can answer because you share the story in the way this is like a personal experience with our stepdad.
Okay, why don't you share the story about our stepdad?
Okay. So again, this is not a drug or a medication, right? So this is not something that treats or cures anything. But the way nutrition works is that when you give your body the nutrition it needs to be healthy, your body can heal and correct and repair itself. So the experience that our stepdad had as a type 2 diabetic is that he started going on Isagenix, starting as a type 2 diabetic. He has experienced weight loss, which has been awesome for him. But the impressive thing for him and for his doctor is watching himself and his blood sugar go from being at that type 2 diabetic point to now being at a state where he is now officially, he can say he is pre-diabetic, which has completely floored him and his doctor. And he's been recommended that he continue on this program because it has helped his body and his health, his energy levels, and his blood sugar, the most importantly, to stabilize. And that has been so awesome to watch that for him, because I know that he has struggled for so long to find something that could help him just in terms of his health, because the weight loss was like a side effect thing, that was the outward appearance that wasn't as important. But to get something where that's a full-blown disease, and if you can correct that through nutrition, that's amazing. And that's what I love to see, is when people can start to feel so much better and not have to do it through drugs and medication.
Now, see why I'm bringing that up, because my mom is actually type 2, but she was pre-diabetic before, after being type 2, because she lost it, and she lost a bunch of weight, and then something happened tragically with her family. And
can you come a little bit closer? Or thank you so much. Sorry.
So after that tragedy happened, she gained the weight back, and now she's type 2 again. But also the way that she's doing it is all the healthy foods that you guys are talking about that's inside this stuff. But it's more expensive because you're buying it by the parts. Everything's natural, so it's more expensive.
Right.
But this seems like it's going to be cheaper.
Yeah, and it's all packaged together in one place. You don't have to source every individual thing.
Yeah, it's expensive because you're buying it all at once, but it's cheaper in the long run.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you were going to try to duplicate what this is, I've got a funny chart here. So for those of you who can see this in our thing, if you were going to try to duplicate what is in one shake, you would have to eat all of this stuff. 3 eggs, a red pepper, sunflower seeds. I think it's I'm trying to remember, 2 tablespoons, 2 cups of bran. Okay, so anyway, all this stuff. When I made it once, we were kind of joking around. We wanted to see what it would be like. We put it in a blender, and it ended up being my big Ninja blender size versus
1 cup.
half of this. So you'd have to have that whole thing twice a day versus this twice a day. And Kelly's awesome husband actually tried it, and it was so gross. Like, it's gross. We call it the vomit juice because it seriously looked and tasted like vomit. It was horrible. I had like all these little chunks. Like, oh my gosh. It was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
It's like rancid.
Video, but it's really nasty. So back on the diabetic thing, our aunt is type 2 diabetic, and she's experiencing the same sort of results that my stepdad is having. And you're absolutely right. If you were to try to do everything buy organic and do everything right, you would spend so much more money because you're trying to do it. Not to mention the headache, right? Trying to figure out how can I get my meals 40, 40, 30, every 40, 30, 30, thank you. Because that added up to 100 before. Didn't you know? 40, 30, 30, which means like 40% protein, 30% carbs, 30% fat, which is the balanced meal, which is what keeps you full in a winter, right? You're going to try to do that every single time. You'd be over here with like a food scale and a calculator and your MyFitnessPal, and you'd be like, hey, let me figure this out. What do I need? What do I need? And it would just take you so long and be so hard to do, wouldn't it? That was my life before my beautiful sister finally said, you are dumb. Would you just listen to me and just try it? So thank you for being patient. Thank you for not giving up on me. I really am so appreciative of that. We're going to say goodbye to our Zoomers.
Okay.
At this point, we usually just close. We enjoy some more samples. We talk. We pull out our beautiful customer enrollment forms. And just so everybody knows who is watching tonight, we do have free membership tonight. So that saves you $30. So if you were to sign up tonight, everybody here at my house who signs up gets a special treat. So if you were to sign up tonight, it would save you approximately $339.
Wow.
Yep. That's for everybody here at my house. Everybody else is $329 because everybody at my house gets an extra price. They get.
It was worth it to be there.
A sample cup, which is about $10 cool sample cup. It's got some really fun stuff in it. I'm not going to spend the time. But you save that much money because you save money on enrolling in the wholesale account, which saves you $100, and then you save about $29 on that free enrollment code. And then since you're here at my house, you get the sample pack. And then if you sign up for the Isabody Challenge, which is free for all members, at the end of the Isabody Challenge, you could be one of the lucky winners and win $25,000 or $5,000. But everybody who does it gets $200 in free product, which is huge. Not to mention this really cute T-shirt that I'm really excited about. I can't wait till it comes. So $340. If that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what planet you're living on, but that's pretty cool to save that much money. So if money doesn't motivate you, go back to your Zen moment in the very beginning when we were all closed eyes and we were picturing, where am I in a month? Where am I in 6 months? Where am I in a year? What does that look like for you? That is your motivation. Turn your why into a why not. 30-day money-back guarantee. I might as well take the plunge because at the very least, I'm either going to lose weight or I'm going to get free groceries.
That's awesome.
Let's think about that. Okay. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, Bonnie. Good night.
You're welcome.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.